Hello everyone, this is Ahmed, your ghlboy. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a super exciting feature of GoHighLevel. So if you have ever loved to track your business or you love to generate the reports specifically based on your business needs, then you need to watch this video. But if you have not much interest in terms of tracking your business or to generate your business reports, then you definitely need to watch this video because at the end of this video you are going to love, because GoHighLevel has made the reporting system super easy. So this video is going to be about the custom reports inside GoHighLevel. So first of all, what is custom reports inside GoHighLevel? In GoHighLevel, custom reports is a feature that allows you or the user of GoHighLevel to pull in the personalized data based on your business needs. Now, what does that mean is you can generate different type of reports. For example, how many emails were sent maybe during the last week or during the last month, or how many phone calls you have made as an outbound call, or how many phone calls you have received as an inbound call. So, or how many appointments were being booked on your maybe all calendars or specific calendar. So GoHighLevel has like a lot of different key metrics that we can use, but inside the custom report you can actually have all these reports and send it to your maybe client, or send it to yourself, or send it to your manager via email on the different frequencies, like on daily basis or weekly basis or monthly basis. So this is all about the custom features, custom reports inside GoHighLevel. And this is very similar to the custom dashboards inside GoHighLevel. So if you don't know about the custom dashboard, I have a detailed video on how to create a custom dashboards inside GoHighLevel. So you can just watch that video for the better understanding, because those kind of the settings and actually all the widgets that we have inside the custom dashboards, we can also utilize them inside the custom reports. So let's get started and see how we can set up a custom report inside GoHighLevel.
The GoHighLevel boy, Ahmed.
Ahmed at the GHL
The
boy.
GHL boy, Ahmed.
Rashid.
Thank you, Ahmed, and thank you to the rest of your team.
Okay, so here we are inside GoHighLevel, and to create a custom report, we need to navigate to the reporting menu right here, and then on the top we see a custom reports. So here let's try to create a new report. And when you're going to create it, here we have a couple of different options. So the first one is create a blank report, which means it is not going to be any kind of templates. We will have to create the whole report from the blank, which probably I'm gonna do. And then we have a from template library, which means, GoHighLevel has some templates of the widgets or some templates of the reports that you can utilize. So that's that. And then clone existing report. In case you already have a report and you want to clone that and make changes, you can use that feature. Or here we have that says import from existing dashboard. As I earlier mentioned, this is very similar or linked with the custom dashboard. So if you have created a dashboard inside your GoHighLevel, you can actually use the same dashboard to put it into a custom report and send it via email as well. So right now, if you see here, we have a dashboard. So if I select this, that's going to import it from the dashboard into the custom report. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually select this one to create a blank report. So let's try to create a blank report. On the top here, you can rename your reports. I'm gonna probably rename it as, so here you can click on it. What I'm gonna do is, okay, I'm gonna call it as my weekly report, or whatever you want to call it. You can do that, and then here you can actually export this report as well, and then here you can save it. And for this we are going to talk about the end. But if you click here, we have the page settings of this report, how you want to look like your page. So on the top we have here logo image. So if you want to upload your logo, let's see if I get any logo inside here, which I'm assuming I do. Let's see, there we go. I'm gonna use this one has my logo. Okay, so as you see here, my logo is appearing, and on the top I also have my logo. And then here it says shows title, shows dates, which is right here. So if I just turn this off on the top, let me see. So this is where it says the title, my weekly report. So if I just turn this off, that disappears. And then here show date if you want to turn this off as well. And then here we have the couple of the settings that you can play around with. There is nothing too much that we can customize. So that's all what we can have here. And then on the top left here, we are going to add the widgets, which we are going to talk about in a second. And then here, page list, here we have right now 2 pages. So the first one is the cover page. If you want to customize this cover page, you can actually put the logo and all the settings right here. And then here we have the actual report page. Right now it says on title page. So here you can click to rename it. Let's call it report page. There we go. Let's save it. Okay. And then let me see if we go back here. Then here we have the permissions. So you can actually manage your permissions as well. If you call it private report, then it's going to be only visible to you or the person who is actually creating this report. But if you don't want to make it private, then you can actually select who you want to have access it to. So right now it says owner is this person. And then you can actually manage the permission. So that means agency users, all the agency users will have full access. The full access means they would be able to delete it, manage it, share it, or they will have the full permissions of this report. And then the account admins, if you want to give them access as well, you can do that. So depending on your preference, you can also manage their permissions. So right now I'm going to make it private. So let's save this. So that's it. And now the biggest part is how we are going to create the widget. Either you can just select here. So basically widget is one key metric that is going to show you kind of one data. So when you click here, it's going to actually open up the same tab that you see while creating the custom dashboard inside GoHighLevel. So here I'm just going to actually have a report of certain data. So let's see, first of all, I'm gonna actually pick up this one, the numeric one, and I'm going to see the context. Here we have a lot of different features, and that's not the only options that we have. These, let's assume these are kind of pre-made widgets, but you can always have your custom or your personalized one as well. So, and for that, what you have to do is, for example, I'm just going to pick this contact count, and under the condition, you can apply the different conditions. For example, if you want to track certain or specific contacts, you can apply those conditions. For example, you want to see all the contacts who have a specific tag, then you can apply those conditions. Or you want to see the contacts which are assigned to a specific user, you can apply those conditions. So here you can play around with the condition. In my case, what I'm going to do is I just need the total contacts, those were created in the last week, because I'm going to utilize this report as my weekly report. So every week on Monday, I will be receiving an email with the report of the last week, in which the first thing that I'm going to see is total contacts which were created during the last week. So I'm going to call it as new contacts. Okay. That means how many new contacts were being added to my sub account during the last week. And that here under the metric, here we have right now only one option that says count of contacts. So it's this widget is gonna show us the total number of contacts. And then under the advanced settings, here we have date property, and that says created on, which means count of contact which were created on this date. So right now it says report date range, which is right here. But you can always click here, which in my case, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call it, let's see, last week, which is right here. So now what's gonna happen is count of contact created on last week. So it's this widget is gonna show us the total number of contacts which were created on last week. And here you have the different options as well. For example, if you select birthday, that now this time it's going to show us the count of contacts who has their birthday last week. So all the contacts, if their birthday was last week, then it's going to show us that. And now here you can actually create the custom fields, all the different custom fields, and then you can select that as well. But here, because it's a date property, so only the date picker type of custom fields are going to show up here. So if you're not finding any of your custom field here, just make sure that custom field type is date picker. It's not single line or radio or anything else. But in my case, I'm just going to do created on. So this will show me the count of contacts which were created on this date, which is the last week. And then here is the comparison date range. I actually like this to be turned on to the previous week. So it actually gonna show us the comparison of the last week versus previous week, which I'm gonna show you in a second. Okay, everything else looks good. And then here you can type different type of widget. So I'm gonna go with the numeric. Let's save. And then here it's gonna show us new contacts during the last week. And then this is actually the comparison, as you see, pre versus previous week. So it will actually calculate the comparison of the last week contacts creation versus the previous week. So that's that. And then here you have another option that is called table. So you can actually select this one as well, specifically for this kind of widget. And then in that case, I just want to make sure that I have the same configurations here, which is correct. And then you can here select the column which you want to see. So for example, I want to say contact name, sources, created on, actually I know these all are created on the last week, so I don't necessarily need it. Email, phone address, company, country, tags. I don't need followers. I will go with the assigned user. That's fine. I don't need anything else, so I will apply this. And then you can also add the custom fields as well. So all the custom fields will show up here as well. So you can do that. And then let me see. So here we have all this. If I save it now, that's how it's gonna look like. So right now, because I don't have any contact, so right now I'm just going to create any contact, and so that it actually shows up here. So that's one thing. I'm gonna save it, and then I will just go back, go to contacts, and I'm gonna create a contact so that we can see how this is gonna display. Okay, so that's going to be, I'm gonna name it as first name, and then name at email.com, and then I'm gonna put some phone number here. I think that's it. Let me see what went wrong here. Okay, I think I need to change the phone number here. There we go. Okay, I will fill out the contact source as well. The source is going to be test. And then because I have some other business name, ABC company, and then address is going to be 123 Main Street, and then city is going to be New York, and then state is going to be New York, and then postal code, let's see, everything else looks good. So now this contact was actually created today. So let's go to reports. Now here we have my weekly report. I'm going to make some edits. When we click here, and I need to edit this, so I can click here, make edit. And okay, so as we have done, created on last week. So if I just do it this week and save it, it's going to show me that one contact was created this week. And here, due to the tabular form, it's going to show us the table like this. But for now, I will make it this week so that when we are going to send it via email so that we can see how this is going to look like. But if you select it as last week, then it's going to actually show you all the contacts which were created last week. So I will make it, or actually let's make it today. So it's going to show us the today's and comparison date range versus yesterday, which looks good. I'm going to save this. So right now we have one widget to be sent out. We can create an other one. Let's see, I'm going to go with the appointment this time, appointment count. And I'm going to name it as new appointments. And again, that's going to be count of appointment and again created on. I'm gonna make it today. So I will make it as, let's see, today comparison versus yesterday. Let's see, and then you can go to condition to apply any condition if you want. For example, let's see, if I make it a specific calendar, then this widget is only gonna track the appointments which were scheduled on this calendar. But I'm not going to have that condition. Okay, so here we have new appointments. And then the next one that I want to do is, it's gonna be regarding, let's see, emails. So let's see how many emails were delivered. Okay, delivered emails, count of the emails looks good. And then created on today. That's perfect. And then the comparison is gonna look like same. So here we go. We have the delivered emails. And now let's see the next one. The next one I'm gonna go with, let's see, calls. And let's see. Mhm. Let's see. Okay, so this is going to be total calls. And then direction is outgoing. And yep, that looks good. And then group is going to be called identified by. Yep. And then here created on today and comparison versus yesterday. So now this widget is going to show us how many calls were being made and then the only outgoing calls. So let's save this. And then the next one, which I would like to have is conversation and total unread conversations. These are the unread messages and then these are unread conversations. So I'm gonna go with this. Under the condition, we have the conversation is unread. So I will go to configure, total unread conversations, count of all conversations, and then date property, last message date. This is good. And then I'm gonna make it today, which is perfect. And comparison, you can make it comparison. Maybe today, that would be good as well. Okay, so that's going to be total unread conversation. And then maybe let me see, last message date. Yep, I think this looks good. So now here we have a couple of different widgets that we have configured. And then here, you can go to elements as well. It's same as we do in the custom dashboard. So you can always put the images and text and you can embed anything as well. And then inside the theme, you can change the colors of these widgets as well. So I'm gonna save this. And now I will be actually going to create an appointment. So let's see. Let's go back and then go to contacts. Let's open up this contact, and on the top right, let's go to appointment, and then let's add an appointment right here. Okay, personal meeting. Let's see. It doesn't matter whatever I do. Okay. Yep, looks good. Okay, so the appointment has been booked. Now when we go to reporting and the custom reports, let's go here. So here we can see the new appointments and the rest of the data. So if you have any unread conversation, I think which I can do if I go to conversations and I go to all, and if I open up this one and if I just make it as unread, so now it's showing up here. So let's go to reporting, custom reports, and open up this custom report, and instead of weekly I'm gonna call it my daily because we have actually used the daily. So let's save. Okay, total unread conversation is still 0 because I think it's total unread conversation. Let me see, the conversation is unread, and then under the configuration I'm gonna actually last update message updated on. I think now it's gonna show us. There we go. Because I made it unread today, so that's why I just selected updated on. So there we go. So this is we have created a kind of very basic. So as you see here, we have a lot of different features, a lot of different widgets that you can have in your report to track. Maybe you can also add some tasks as well to be sent out. So for example, if you select this task is not kind of customizable. So because this is a general widget, so it's right here, the tasks, and then there we go. I'm gonna save it, and now I will actually go back and create a task so that we can see that in the report as well. So let's see, test ABC, and I'm going to create a task for this contact. Add test task and description. It doesn't matter. I just need this, and there we go. So now let's go to reporting, back, custom reports, and my daily report. And now we will see this task. Okay, so like this, you can create different kind of widgets based on your requirement. And now that's going to be a magic part. Right now, we have actually just created a report. Now we are going to send it or schedule it, which is going to be the amazing part. So send or schedule on the top right. When we go there, so on the top, first of all, schedule frequency. So you can make it daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually, or you can actually not schedule it if you want. And then, but right now I'm just gonna make it daily. And then here you can select a time zone, and then the date range is going to be yesterday because it's going to be sent out at 10 a.m. And then this date range is actually the same that we have configured in the widgets where we set the date property daily or today, or yesterday. So that was that. And then comparison is the previous day. This is basically the same settings that we have configured in the widget as well. But here we have the option widget level date settings. Use widget level date settings. So if you just turn this on, then in that case, if you have different widgets and you have different date settings for each widget, then you can just turn this on. In that case, it's the widget level settings gonna override these two. But right now, because I think in all we did the same setting, so it doesn't matter if we turn it on or no. But in case if we turn it on, then in that case, it's gonna use the date settings on the widget level. So that's that. And then here is the from email, so you can use your from email. Then it's going to be subject line here, whatever you want to type, my daily report, and then you can just put the date maybe, and then recipient to whom you want to send it. Let's see, my daily report, and then maybe you can put your business name in the beginning, and then recipient to who you want to send it to. So for example, if we select this, so every day an email will be sent to this user. And then if you want to type out any message, I'm gonna just name simple message like this. So now if I send it, it's going to be scheduled to send out this email. But that's not actually what we want, because it will be sent out the next day at this time. What I want to do is I'm gonna send a test email. So from email, I'm just gonna select info, and then use widget. I'm gonna send it to Ahmed at jdfunnel. That's gonna be my test email. There we go. Okay. I am actually gonna send it to specialist. Okay, I'm gonna send it to specialist. I'm gonna remove this. So specialist at jdfunnel.com looks good. Send test email. So as soon as I send out this email, I just need to go back to my email inbox. Here we go. Oh, pardon my typo. So as soon as you open it up, so this is how you're gonna use it and say it on your end. Schedule report for my daily report. This is the name of your report, and then here is the date, and then here is going to be the sample message. But when you click on view report, that's gonna actually open up the whole preview of the report for you. So let's see how it's gonna look like on the front end. That's how it's gonna look like. If you scroll down here, you would be able to see how many new contacts were generated, and here is the contact information, and then how many new appointments you got, delivered emails, total unread conversations, total calls placed, and then the task that was assigned to this user. And then on the top right here, you can export. But when you click, here you would be able to see how many new contacts which are being shown right here. But if you take a look at the new appointment, if you click, that's not actually clickable. That's just my system settings to make it clickable. And then these are the total unread conversations that you can see here, how many unread conversation you get. And then here on the bottom, we have the task, that you can see. But when you click on it, it's gonna actually get you to your GoHighLevel to view the task. So here it will drag you directly to the task that was there. So you can maybe mark as complete or perform the task based on your business needs. So, and then, so this way, you can add different type of widgets based on your business requirements. As I mentioned in the beginning of my video, I'm sure your perspective to see the reports or the tracking side of your GoHighLevel should have been changed after watching this video. So if you like my video and if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channels, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you can get all the new updates from me. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.
The Go High Level boy, Ahmed.
Ahmed at the GHL boy.
GHL boy.
Thank you, Ahmed, and thank you to the rest of your team.